Let's talk about this now. Your forecast. We're about to go into March.
Yeah.
It feels like we are already in April.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, I look at the stats today. You know, it's the warmest, second warmest February on record. But here's the crazy thing, Fred. If it was March, it still would have been 1.5 degrees above average
Wow.
from March.
We're ahead of
so
schedule.
we really did have like April weather in February. So it was really bizarre. That's why even a cool down in March is going to seem like a chill. It's really going to be crazy. Now, with this warm up, you often think about spring severe weather, and that's kind of what we're watching the next couple of days. You worry about these warm ups in the wintertime because the wintertime jet stream is the strongest jet stream of the entire year. When you can get warm, humid air under that strong, powerful jet stream we see in the winter, you tend to get really severe weather. And that's the case tomorrow and into parts of Thursday for areas of the deep south. Now, eventually this will start to shift east as we go into Friday. Now, some of the good news for us, there is a low risk, but most of the energy looks like it's going to move up to the northeast and maybe split us. So timing and the ingredients are still questionable here, but some of them are coming together. One thing we know for sure, our checklist, we've got strong wind energy. That strong jet stream will be over us. The question marks here, heat and humidity. We call that thunderstorm fuel. How much of that are we going to have? And then the timing of the front. Those are kind of connected because the timing of the front happening in the peak heating of the day with heat and humidity would definitely fuel those storms. We're definitely going to have the shear. That's one thing I know for sure we're going to have. The question is how much of that is going to be able to be tapped into by some warm, humid air at the surface. So you see the front initially bringing us a wave of rain on Thursday, but this is the main line. See it pushing in from the west? The timing right now looks to be late evening. Could be just after peak heating of the day, which actually would be better for us, but it's going to be a close call. You could see Thursday morning we wake up to some rain as the warm front moves through. Then watch what happens on Friday. Showers and clouds around probably for the first half of the day, but if we see breaks of sunshine ahead of the main line at 4 o'clock, these storms here actually could be severe, but they could be weakening as they push to the east, and by the time they get to the Piedmont, they kind of fall apart. So fingers crossed right now, but I am still really watching that carefully on Friday. So we'll stay up to date on this every day this week. We'll continue to give you updates, but it's certainly a day you're going to want to pay a little bit more attention to the weather, and especially the next couple of days. Stay tuned for those updates. Now, before the system gets here, warm, windy weather is going to increase the pollen levels again. It's been sky high. Those are off the chart already. But here's the thing. Even though we've been really warm, there's a period in the middle of March that the pattern is going to show a dip in the jet stream and then the potential for a cooler temperature. So do not plant the garden or the tender plants just yet, because it is likely we are going to see maybe several chances of frost or freeze conditions in the middle of the month. Tomorrow, warm, windy day, but more clouds than today. That's why temperatures aren't quite as warm. Can't even rule out a late day shower as that warm front gets closer. The real story will be, though, Thursday and Friday with the rain and eventually some strong storms on Friday. Your Guide Roofing 7-day forecast. Really warm in the next 7 days. But if we go 10 days into the future, that's where we start to see the cool down. Late next week, highs maybe in the 50s, morning lows in the 30s, a sign of that cooler weather on the way.
All right. Thank you, Brad.